lot to say. Ay, I got a whole 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 lot to say. Ay.
What's happening, y'all? This is season 2 of Bailey and Friends, episode 6. We going strong. We at the second halfway mark. You saw last episode we had Xavier Gibson and Girl You Crazy at the pipe dreams. Damn, I should have been recapping before being real meta with it. Yeah. Anyway, fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying? We had them at pipe dreams. That was real cool. We coming back at y'all with 2 guests. Both I happen to know probably like the most in-depth relationship that I've had with the guests. Both of these 2 fine young gentlemen. I'm gonna let them introduce themselves. Say it with y'all chest.
You hit it.
Me hit it?
Yeah.
Why? What's up, y'all? My name's Sekiin'd Gerard. My name's Sekiin'd Gerard.
Yo, ate some crackers.
Hold up. Hey, I've been saying your name wrong this whole time.
Sekiin'd?
Yo got hella eyes and shit.
Crazy.
Like,
This whole time.
Nah.
Sekiin'd Gerard.
His last name is Gerald, actually.
Yeah, my last name is Gerald.
Yeah, there we go. Anyway, what else? Any other monikers you go by?
Any other monikers? 2G Lord Buck, baby.
I liked OG Lore Vital Change. That was good.
OG Lord Vital.
That was a good moniker.
listen, we both can't be swinging our knees at the same time. Only one.
Why,
of us
yo?
can swivel,
What if they click together, though?
All right,
Nah, yo, because you finna hit my knee.
And then both our faces
Who's
light
this guy
up.
next to me?
I'm
Yeah, who
Luke
the
Herold, IG handle, Luke Herold MD. Gotta plug myself. Audio engineer. Yeah.
Important
Pretty much
man.
it. The guy behind the
Audio engineer. This is the
Important
guy that mixed the entirety of Sad About It.
And my imaginary friends don't
Out
call
now.
me.
Yes, and
All out now on all DSPs.
and several others. I actually met this man about
It's like 3 years ago.
I think it was like
three or
2016.
Mirror Image days.
We went. Yep, I went to Mirror Image. That's in Millersville. I was recording this trash ass verse, and the man behind the boards was Luke Herold. Luke Herold, how did you get into mixing from your humble days when the girls would follow you around and call you Justin Bieber?
Oh my
Damn.
God.
Yo, you do look like a young
Yeah,
Justin,
I
though.
get
that. Nah,
Clean shaven Justin.
Nah,
Like,
yeah,
Before the drugs.
yeah.
So basically just started off like in high school, had some buddies that were real musical. Started off playing drums. From there, my buddy in high school.
You used to beat the beat up.
Yeah.
Okay, King.
Still
You
can.
sung too? Like, could you sing?
Nah, just,
Oh, all right.
just-
Nah,
He's a drum.
he's not actually Justin Bieber.
Oh, shit.
No,
all right.
no.
All right. Fair enough.
And my buddy in high school, probably like sophomore year, junior year, started rapping. So I got my other friend's laptop, MacBook Pro. Shout out to Cody Frazier. Gotta plug him. Just started literally recording. My friend knew nothing about it at all.
Yep.
And you were busting down on the OG Audacity, or
So
what was the program to really get you started?
First one was Audacity, into Cubase, into Logic,
Ooh,
now Pro Tools.
Jay Swan's an engineer too, so
What's up, man?
Yeah, I
I'm
made
sure
my
he
humble
feels you on the
beginnings from
Cubase.
GarageBand. Shout out those
That's
days,
cool.
back when I
Yeah.
didn't know what the fuck I was doing.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like looking back and seeing.
Right,
how-
I know what reverb was. I thought reverb on the vocal and be like, "Yep, that's it. That's a
Yep,
banger.
you good.
We good. That's all you
That's a
need.
hit, yeah.
That's all you need."
And as you started mixing more and more, and the homies turned into clients and all that, what was the first like spot, the first brick and mortar where you just set up and started mixing as like payroll?
It's payroll.
Yeah, when you started,
Mirror
it was
Image,
like a
actually.
job. Mirror Images.
Yeah, Mirror Image, yep.
Where's
Shout
that
out to Jamar.
Is it Millersville? Is
Thank you to Ethan.
is that still up and running?
Nah.
No, they closed down.
Yeah, they closed down.
They didn't get the image. They couldn't link and build.
Nah,
They had some
they're
heads
cool.
come through there, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, some stupid heads. I saw the wall. Let's talk about your clientele. This man has mixed everybody from 21 Savage to Earl from Yonder to fucking
Earl.
Lord
to
Scooter.
fucking. Did you mix Scooter?
Scooter,
Yeah, you
Lord
did mix
Scooter.
Scooter. Glizzy,
Shy Glizzy.
R.I.P.
Shy
Scooter.
Glizzy, fucking
You do light show right
Light
now, right?
Show.
Yeah, that's probably like
You're most like consistent,
close.
right?
Yeah, it's like pretty major up.
Yeah, because the
Shout out
other
Light
ones
Show.
were just like one-off sessions, but Light Show you really worked closely with on what project was that? Is that the second latest one or the latest one?
It's the latest. If These Walls Could Talk To. I mixed like most of it. Only a few songs I didn't touch, but pretty much all that. Yeah, we just got that like that chemistry is good. That engineer to artist relationship is solid. So he sent me shit over the email. He pretty much trusts my vision. So
So
So you're basically his go-to engineer.
yeah,
That's
he
the.
just
That's
told
it.
me the other night like it's unmatched. So what he's seen. So he's just, you know what I mean, just fucking with me on that. So
That's what's up.
You kind of remind me of Jack in a way, to where like you not that you got luck, but like your talent off the rip was like so good that you just got blessed with all these nice clientele.
but the thing though, I like sucked for like in 2014.
Yep.
I couldn't even like pay somebody to let me mix their shit. My first session, like what was the first session? One of my first big sessions, free band test. Fucking horrible. I like did horrible. I like had deleted one of the clips by accident. Just like all this like the crazy shit.
And what was his energy there? What was
He was blown.
He was fucking pissed.
Kind of came full circle because I just mixed like one of his songs and he was like super impressed. So
Nah, yeah, Luke's the type of guy to where when you record at his at wherever he's recording at, he'll send you the rough and you could dead ass drop that on Apple the next day. His presets are folklore, low key.
I think there was only like two. I think only Loud, Dial Tone, and Cardboard Pouch are the only joints that were fully mixed on my project.
Yeah, honestly, he probably hates me for this, but some joints he would send for Sad About It and mixed, and I just uploaded the rough version.
I don't know, like that was so hard for me.
Okay, but that was different, yeah.
Yeah, I had to like go outside the box. I'm kind of used to like, like strict.
I told you strictly shitty mixing on
Yeah.
that.
You're
one.
like,
He
I
made
need
you
my
step out of the
vocals
box.
to like a
Which is
He
kind of
made you
hard
step out
because
the comfort
you can't make it a shitty mix. You have to make it sound like it's shitty on purpose.
Yeah.
So
And that's
basi-
what the tricky part
basically,
is.
like, what I always try to tell myself is like, if the artist like says to me, or just like in general, if my mission is complete, if the song and I mixed it, if it sounds just how like the artist envisioned it in their head, like, when they're writing
Exactly.
it, all that stuff. That's mission
Exactly.
complete.
A good mix is a mix where the client is satisfied.
Yeah,
I
that
feel
was-
Yeah,
like.
because he actually, the first song on my tape, Sad About It, the title,
Yes.
he mixed
I like
that one.
Yeah.
He mixed that one.
man. Good stuff.
So,
I kind of had that same struggle where it was just like,
yeah, I think I told you, I was like, bro, just don't like be an engineer.
Yeah. So.
it made it
It
work.
pushes your boundaries.
It did, it did.
And then now you got that under your belt. So
Yeah.
How did
really
you
wants that shit
how
to
did you get into that groove where you could just throw that legendary preset, that fucking Luke Herold preset on, and it was how long did it take to develop that
Probably a couple years.
That
Like,
process.
I first started off like at Mirror Image, like mixing under shout out Ethan, Prodi, and I kind of was just like trying to just make it sound as he. I was kind of not trying to copy, but like just trying to like match that or something. But then I'm like, you know what, fuck it. Like,
just being a sponge pretty much.
Yeah, I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna like literally try to just develop my sound and just go from there. And then once I did that, it was like pretty much like the tides kind of turned.
So you're in sessions with a lot of as you could say, like the DMV head ass, not head asses and bad artists, but like the type artists in the
They ready to get
DMV.
you out of here.
The art. I hope so, bro. Hold up, off the record. I've been trying to get canceled for months, and y'all are doing a terrible job. But anyway,
No, you on your way, bro.
Look at him, bro. You're making him develop an alcohol addiction because he's trying to get canceled.
this was this is honestly a homie of mine that got me on this. Shout out to bro, I guess. But anyway, like I said, you were in sessions with all these high profile artists. What's that rapper weed like? And did they pass it to you?
Nah, I don't take any of that.
You don't take any? But
I feel
I
like
know you
that-
get the contact.
Yeah, I
They
used to-
literally be in
there
the
would
studio, like,
some
blowing
nights-
weed in
yeah,
your face.
Hell yeah, like when the studio
Yeah,
was
bro.
that close,
You
I'm
just
like,
like
like leaving sometimes, like
Mhm.
I'm like whoa,
Yeah.
like I step out of the studio, I'm like oh shit, like especially I think it was Mirror Image, it was like
Oh
real
yeah,
closed
no, that was a
in.
very compact
Yeah.
fucking studio.
Yeah, so
yeah, what it was like compact, but it also had open spaces
It was
too. But
cool.
like
I
every
like that.
open space was compact. It was weird.
had
It
that
was
like
probably-
that lounge and all.
Yeah,
so-
it was probably no bigger than this. Like maybe another room.
Yeah, it was like that place right there. When I came in for Shy Glizzy session, I didn't know what to expect. I kind of just opened the door and it was just like, oh, it was Shy Glizzy and Laura Skola, rest in peace. I like in the same session, like doing a song, literally like.
Oh, for real?
I opened
That's
the-
insane.
Yeah, I opened the door and like fucking
Just boofing.
both hallways, like people. I'm like, holy shit, it was like a house party. Like that building, I'm like, whoa.
damn.
And
How did
now,
you feel
like,
in that moment? Like,
Nervous
were you like
as
anxious?
hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely would have been like a little shook up. Like, yo, what's about to happen?
And what makes it high profile artists, I remember you told me one time the anxiety for you, some people will get that James Harden syndrome and they'll just blow it. But like you said, it takes you to a whole nother level when you're mixing and you
Yeah.
just zone out
Yeah, I just try to,
and you
like-
just go as hard as fucking possible.
Yeah, and I would still like being nervous. Kind of like almost makes you like almost like make mistakes in a way, like if you're not like zoned in on it. So like in 21's Savage's session when I was doing it,
That's ridiculous. Still, that's
super nervous. Yeah, crazy nervous. Right?
But he seems cool as shit
Yeah,
though.
what was he like?
He was cool. He was cool. He came in. I think he had a show at the Fillmore.
Probably like the
Spring.
Fillmore,
Okay, yeah, I
yeah.
was gonna say like he was just in the
Uzi or something.
area.
Something like that.
Yeah,
I think Uzi brought him out. I forget. I don't know.
Oh, for
I
real?
forget.
That's
who, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
But him and 30 Glizzy, rest in peace, and who else? Shy Glizzy's manager, Benny. They all like came through after 21 like came in. You know what was the like the bag that kind of went like goes over your arm and shit? I forget what it's called.
Oh, them shoulder bags,
Yeah,
yeah.
it just had like
Fanny
one
packs?
of the or something like that. It was like a Louis one, like literally like probably like 80,000 just fucking sitting in that shit. I'm just like, what?
Bruh.
He was just chilling in the lounge. Like, chilling.
Must be nice.
Yeah, he like had his man.
What year was this? Like what?
2016. Like
So this
right-
like
Also,
peak,
he was still- he
this
was,
is
like,
peak
just popping.
21. No, this is
Coming
peak
out.
21 Savage.
Was that when he did the 21 Savage joint? Or was
Right
that
after
when it-
Savage mode.
Okay, that's
it was
when.
right before.
That was right before
Okay.
it dropped.
And like that's right there, and then it was from there, like boom,
Damn.
just like yeah, it was
Yeah.
crazy.
Did you already know who he was?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Did your song get released that you did with him?
I looked it up on Spinrilla.
Yeah, it's
Really?
called 100.
Oh.
I didn't like. I recorded it and then I mixed a little bit and then they sent it off. So
Oh,
kind of
okay.
just
Yeah,
bunch
you
of
got
different things.
mixed.
But it didn't go on like a major,
No,
Debut
not
it.
actually. It was
Project.
just on YouTube World Star.
one of those leaked joints.
Yeah, exactly. So
So working with those high profile artists, I really like how you show the same respect to like people like me and Matt and all that. And also one thing that really stuck with me that I was like, yo, why are you so fucking nice? And you said it's because I'm not also an artist. But also how did you work on the engineering and have people that actually want to mix you while being trash?
I don't know. I just like
Because you weren't recording yourself like most engineers
wasn't.
do, and that's how they
I
learn.
had a lot under my belt from like recording my friend and shit, but like it still didn't translate to in the studio. So I guess just over time, people were like, "Oh, like I fuck with that," and I'm like, "Okay, cool." And I would take that and then just keep. There might have been a period where they weren't fucking with it, and then it kind of just like transitioned. That's
Yeah.
the best I can explain it.
And I did the whole album at your house.
Yeah.
How does it feel to have like a home studio that you can book sessions out of? Is that the first time you've been in such a situation?
Yeah, and it feels better than ever. I do miss like having like the going to the studio and all that stuff. A lot of good memories. But I feel as an engineer, at least in this area, there's like if you work in a studio, there's like a cap to like what you can succeed, and nothing like no shade to any place I worked at before, like 410, Mirror Image, any of them. They're all cool, but I don't know. There's just a cap like as high as you can.
Yeah.
You're never gonna be like.
It's like you're the top server at a restaurant, and it's
Yeah.
like you get all that respect. But when you open up your own restaurant, it's
my own,
like
man. Yeah, it's a whole different feeling. So just had to make that jump.
it's not
That's really
yours.
interesting. Because that's where I'm trying to be at right now.
Yeah, man.
Like I'm really just trying to stack up so I can like have like a full-fledged studio in my basement type shit.
Yeah.
Which
And I'll be the first one there.
yeah, yes sir. Yes sir. That's really something to take away from. I would have never thought about that because
Yeah.
you are kind of right. Like I feel like a lot of time with rappers when it comes to working at a studio, like they kind of attach the name to it's like, oh, like if I've never heard of this spot, like I don't know if I want to go there.
Exactly.
But it's
That
like with
happened a
you,
lot.
yeah. Like if it's just like it's just like my shit. If people know that you got quality, like they aren't gonna be deterred from.
That's been
You
a-
know,
It's got a
working with
resume.
you- working
That's
with
been a
you.
big thing I've
Yeah.
noticed. Like people will go off what other people have said, like word of mouth.
Yeah,
like, this
right.
whole thing is showing me
Yeah.
word of mouth is crazy. Like
Yeah, I think me and Matt have got you a couple clients just off.
100%. Like,
Just off the
a
big
lot.
shout
So,
outs.
Thank you guys. That means a lot.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think I sent somebody last week to you. I can't remember who it was. She Bougie?
Saturday. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mixing him Saturday. So
For real?
Thank you,
Oh,
man.
yeah,
Yep.
already, brother.
Yeah,
no
appreciate
problem.
that.
I'll
That's good to
recommend
hear, and I'm sure you guys can relate. How do you deal with the artist that books? Well, like two different scenarios. How do you deal with an artist that books a fucking hour, comes late, and then tries to squeeze an extra 20 minutes out at the end? Because you guys are both on the like, you guys have a very it's cool, man, type beat personality.
Yeah, I usually just do it. Sometimes
yeah.
it's bothering if I got something to do and stuff, but I kind of just.
I
Cool with it.
won't even
I'm
hold
not-
you. I'll be showing favoritism. Like I'll be cool with it, but my level of like annoyance depends on if I actually like the music. Like if it's like
true.
if it's actually good, then I'll be like, no,
Yeah.
fuck it, whatever. But like if it's ass, I'm ready to go home. I'm like, bro, come the fuck on, like please. You're killing me.
So you're trying to bounce the track, and bro says, "Oh, but if you could add a drop right there
Yeah,
for real,"
right.
and you're already 15 minutes
Yeah.
over the
Oh,
session.
my man's is around the corner. He just trying to knock the song out real quick. It's just a verse. I'm
What?
like, bro,
That's happened?
It's happened to me. Yes, that's happened to
Wow,
me.
yeah. I mean,
Like at the
that's
end of
never
the
happened to
session,
me,
I'm
yeah.
like, "Are you dead ass?" They sent me some extra bread, but I was still annoyed
Yeah,
regardless.
yeah,
Luckily, I ain't had nothing to do that day. But
Usually, like I'll have like a session coming right after. So
Right.
Like yeah, like try to get as much as you can. Like literally, they're pulling up. So but
exactly,
That's
yeah.
about it for that.
And how do you because at Mirror Images and maybe a little bit at 410, like you would kind of get filtered those high profile clients. How do you seek out those high profile clients, or how do you even go about getting sessions with them, or do you even look for that, or are you just looking for a steady stream of income and loyal clientele with just artists you respect and you want to work with?
I'm more geared towards that now. Just like loyal clients, steady income flow. Basically, like I don't know if a lot of people know this, but I literally work like a 9 to 5 type shit, and then I
Oh,
come
yeah.
home and then just record. So I don't have time for like always doing sessions like all day kind of thing. So like I'll have like my loyal clients, and from there I can like stem out. It gets pretty hectic, so anybody that records with me, thank you for just like bearing with me and shit. But it's crazy.
And you be in your vacation poppy bag a lot too. So like how do you
I just try not to burn out, man. It's like a lot.
are you genuinely happy?
Yeah,
You like that shit?
yeah, I do.
Listen,
that's
that
what's
9 to 5 grind is crucial.
I don't
like,
want to do that like long, but I have to,
For
You
now-
know,
for now
for
you're
now,
freaking it.
that's just what it is. You just have
That's
to
what it
deal
has
with
to be, yeah.
But it's just like the fact that you have that mindset is like, yo, I'm not gonna do this shit for the rest of my life. Like,
Oh hell no.
Yeah. and-
yeah, I made it a fact. Like, if I'm like 30 and still working a 9 to 5, yo, I might kill myself.
It's like that, yeah.
Nah, facts.
Say, nah, it's not that deep, but
Nah.
I might do a
bro, you got me
granddad,
some
bro.
Shake. Like, you got me some shake, bro.
Do
like,
it right in the
come
bathroom.
on.
Spaghetti all over the mirror.
Damn, straight like that.
So how do you go about investing? So when you're,
I didn't even hear.
my granddad had a stroke and he couldn't move when he was like, so he just offed himself in the bathroom. That's what I was referring
Full
to.
disclaimer, that's not why I was laughing. I didn't know that.
Yeah. No,
You told me that, but I thought you was playing.
Nah, that shit was crazy.
That's
Come on, yo, please.
that's why I was laughing, because I'm like, yo, why you do this? Why do you do this all the
Yo,
time?
this man is evil. Like, who says shit like that, yo? Who the fuck says shit like that?
Who's the okay?
Yo.
Besides me, who's the most? And like, you don't have to say it. We'll bleep out the name. Who's the most absurd fucking client you've had? Like, just makes you nervous in the stew.
Probably just you, man. That's cool though. You're cool. You're a homie, man.
What am I doing wrong in the stew?
You're not doing anything. Right?
Nah, honestly, every time I go to a studio, I break something. I do.
You
Oh, no,
unpredictable.
he's
That's
the
what it
he's
is.
The panel man.
Yeah,
Like literally, like
I always break the panels. I don't know why.
you just
touch
And like
something
he
and
just fixes them too. Like he'll fix them, and then he'll finally fix it after like 2 weeks, and then he'll be like, "All right, bet, cool." And then Bailey comes in, knocks another one.
How do
I'm,
you break- how do you
I'm
break it?
heavy-handed. No,
Hell yeah.
no cap, bro. Like I was like 14, right? And I first, like, it was the first time I was meeting my great granddad because he lived in Ireland, right? And I went to go shook his hand and I broke his fucking hand. And like ever since then, I knew like I was like heavy.
What the fuck?
Yeah, bro. He like threw up from like the pain exhaustion. It was crazy, bro. Like it was a lot.
Is that a real? That's a real thing that
Nah,
happened.
that's like a real thing to happen.
What the fuck?
I don't know, bro. Trouble follows me everywhere.
Yeah.
Jada, what do you think? You think it's broad on me, or do you think it's
just you.
it's just outside
It's your aura,
forces?
bro. It's your
I think
vibes.
you're really unlucky. Like,
Yo, I am,
No,
bro.
I will. Ever since I've known this man, he has been probably one of the most unlucky motherfuckers I've ever known. Next to Ash, those two
Shout out
cannot
Ash,
catch
man.
a fucking break.
I'm pretty sure
bro.
Ash is the reason that.
Oh yeah, Ash is the reason.
Think so,
Shout out
yeah.
Ash Masters because he's the reason that we even found you. Because
Yeah.
Ash found you just
Yeah, we were
out-
working for a little bit. Yeah.
just off the random, I think. Because I remember it was around the time that we all met each other in free time. And
For
then
real, you guys had just met then?
It's 2016, 2015 is when we all met.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't bang with that guy before then. No?
I didn't even know who these motherfuckers were.
Yeah, I didn't know either. I didn't want to know him.
Yeah,
Alright.
I had no interest.
Okay.
You want to take this outside or something? Like I was saying, so when
So
you
boom.
when you go about investing for software and hardware for your studio, this might be like a new experience, but how do you handle that? Are you like, I'm gonna go all out and get the most expensive mic? Do you do the research?
I'll do a little research, and a lot of stuff I'll see on Instagram, like from different engineers and all that. They'll show their stuff.
Oh, so you like got a little community of other engineers?
Yeah, it's crazy. On Instagram, there's like a whole big ass like engineering community. Yeah,
The whole sub
It's
community of
crazy.
engineers.
So a lot of stuff there.
lurking.
How's the engineer scene? Is there any beef? Like, bro, like, honestly, bro, the way he does his reverb is trash. Like,
I feel like there's not really any like asshole engineers. Like I feel like all engineers is low key like the same.
I know
kind of
one
person.
asshole engineer. But anyway, what were you saying?
But everybody's always just like, yeah, man, it's cool, it's no problem.
I didn't say his name. Her name, whatever name.
Yeah.
You good, go. No, what?
I forget.
No, I was saying when you develop a community of engineers, what's the
Okay.
scene like? Are you guys catty? Because this rapper shit is ridiculous.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
you think so? Yeah, it's cool. Everyone's like friendly. There's a guy in it's either Bethesda or Rockville. I don't know. I know him from Light Show because I went with Light Show to his studio, District Sound Lab. Shout out to him. I always like just DM him like questions, and he's like, "Yup, like try this, use this, whatever." So.
And I heard of him. Damn,
Yeah,
his
he's a
I
beast.
think I just I've heard of District Sound Lab. I don't know.
I have
his
heard
name.
of them
You said
too,
they're
yeah.
Bethesda, right?
I think so.
I
forget
saw.
where it was.
I follow somebody on Instagram that was recording with him, and like his setup is ridiculous.
Yeah,
like
he's got. That's pretty much how I look at it.
yeah, his shit was
So,
tough. I was like,
yeah,
damn, he nice.
He's fine.
And when we were in a session, you actually asked me. You said, "Can I get a logo?" And that made me think. Like nowadays, there's a lot of engineers I know locally. There's HB the engineer, or is it KG? You know what I'm talking about?
HB, yeah.
He mixes like Will the Rapper and all them,
Yeah.
and like in terms of them, in terms of Metro. I mean, not Metro Boomin. I'm Alex Toomey.
Yeah,
Yep.
hell yeah.
You got a lot of engineers that are building a brand for themselves and kind of coming out the shadows, and you'll be like, "That's mixed by him," instead of just
You can hear it.
it sounds like how it sounds.
Yeah.
Is that what you would aspire to do? Do you look up to things like that, or do you want to be more in the background, or would you want to be the face?
I want to transition to, being like an actual brand and stuff. I aim to just develop that sound where like when somebody hears it, they're like, okay, yep, like Luke mixed that.
That's
It
that.
has happened too, so it's cool.
Oh yeah, no, it definitely does.
It's pretty cool.
I know, like Kenny Beats, he's like, I got that pull up mentality to where I'll just pull up to wherever you are. And I know you said you got a real structured schedule to where you got a 9 to 5, but could you see yourself in the future, like say Kodak's in Atlanta,
Yeah.
and you're just like pull the fuck up,
Yep.
catch a
Definitely.
flight, and you're there.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna be doing that with Light Show probably in the future, so it's gonna be just like that. It's gonna be tight.
And working with Light Show, I saw you were backstage. What was it like developing that sort of friendship and camaraderie? Did you like do that over various sessions? Did you guys just click immediately? And does that happen with every artist, like high profile wise, or?
Doesn't happen with every artist, high profile wise, but we kind of link through 30 Glizzy, rest in peace. It's like Shy Glizzy's like.
Yeah, no, I heard about that. He was nice too.
Yeah, hell
Rest in peace.
I mixed a verse for Light Show on 30's song, and then Light Show reached out after that, and it's just been like probably like 2 or 3 years now, just of steady work. We've only met probably like 2 or 3 times, so it's
Light Show?
yeah,
Oh, really?
yeah. So we're just a lot of email, a lot of like calling, etc. Just building it straight from mixing. But yeah, it was cool being backstage and stuff. It was tight.
But he's flying you out soon, you say?
I think so. Yeah, I don't want to speak too soon.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Let's get to you, Sekiin'd Gerard, for a
Sir.
second.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
Imaginary Friends Don't Call Me. That dropped in August?
September 22nd.
September. That dropped in September. Now, you've been one of my favorite artists for a while now, friend or not. And I was really happy to see that you finally dropped your first full-length project, and it was received very well. You were creating that. I'll let you tell it. How long were you creating that project?
I was working on that joint 3 years, right about the time that I met you and everybody. It was kind of like maybe about a year after I met y'all. So yeah, 3 years. Took me to work on that and just started with Luke, and then
Props for you for actually like
Sticking with it.
sticking with the album for 3 years. Like,
Bro.
I get sick of shit after like
You know how many
3 months.
You know how many
I feel like,
versions
yo,
of the
that's
same
it.
song I've heard
Yeah.
from it?
I'm hit. Yeah.
So we would have.
I'm probably driven them crazy. Just by
Hey, bro, you want to hear this song? I have heard this song.
He said no, but I added like a chorus.
How many sessions for Cardboard Palace?
For
Maybe
Cardboard
like
Palace?
15 or 16.
But have you heard Cardboard Palace? That joint
damn.
radio ready. I don't mean to put you
know
on the
if I
spot.
actually- Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't think I
haven't,
actually
you
have.
haven't.
I'm sorry.
You need to
Motherfuckers
listen.
ain't hip. Motherfuckers ain't hip. Man. It's not my fault.
No, it's all
Just means
good.
I gotta go harder.
I can plug you real quick if you want.
I'm sorry.
He just fucking with you, yo.
No, now it's bad.
It's all good.
Nah, just not like that.
He didn't mean it like that.
He was like, "Shit, it's cool. I'm gonna just keep grinding, bro."
No.
Nah, I'm fucking with
like,
you, bro. It's
like,
cool.
if people just ain't hip, like
Yeah,
they're not hip.
nah,
Like I
shit.
can't do any more than I'm already doing. And if people aren't hip.
Yeah, and like
I'm trying. So if they're not hip, then that's more so on me in a sense.
and your process kind
But
of
I also
reminds
just
me.
got hip to you recently too.
Yeah,
My
Yeah,
course.
you
Likewise.
gotta go do the mathematics.
I do. Yeah, I
gotta
do.
do
I don't be
mathematics.
doing my homework, bro.
Nah, but
That's why I go to college.
nah, it's the same.
He
way.
be busy. You guys kind of lead the same life in a way.
Really?
Yeah, I don't want to put y'all business out there like that, but the stories y'all tell me parallel. I'm gonna just say that.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting that vibe. Like we low key like the same person.
Yeah, no, definitely same personality, same circumstances. All that shit.
Hell yeah.
Just a privilege. But anyway, so back to what I was.
Hey yo,
Get this man.
Nah, someone does need to slap me. It's been some years. Shout out, yeah. But anyway, like, hey, Jana, don't laugh. But listen, like I was saying, bro, with your process, it took about 3 years. I just had the episode with Xavier, and it kind of reminded me of that. I was asking him because he's about to drop his full length, and I was like, yeah, so what, you got 40 songs? And his man was like, nah, bro, more like 10 songs that like took fucking 30 hours to make, in a sense. And like, you only cut about 2 or 3, right? Like, you still had those same songs in mind. And it's just crazy to me that like you listen to the songs now and they don't sound 3 years old. They kind of sound timeless in a way.
I appreciate that.
That's a job well done.
Yeah,
Yep.
it took a lot of fucking tweaking and a lot of things that it took me like having to go through more shit. Like I hadn't gone through it. Like I started the project a little too early in life, so where I had a little bit to talk about, but the ending of the project I hadn't experienced it yet. So I was really
Ooh.
damn.
so that was really
Nah, this is a really good
That's a
project.
bar.
Everybody needs to listen
That's
to
a
this.
bar.
Honestly, this is one of my favorite projects I've ever heard. And I'm gonna just say it like that. You dropped your first visual for it, Loud, recently
last Friday.
with what's her name?
Oh, Sorko Media, Sonia Norco. She shot the video.
Really cool girl. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a hard ass video, bro.
Yeah, that joint was
That shit
ridiculous.
tough.
I was hating.
That was kind of a. He's in my DMs, bro. He wouldn't leave me alone.
Who?
You were just so mad.
Yeah, I was. I was like, bro, like honestly, like starting now, I hope you fail. Like I hope you never succeed
said
in life.
That's how you know you're doing well though. If Bailey
Yeah.
just like directly say, "Yo, you ain't shit." Like,
But I get that daily,
I hate
bro.
what you doing. But then he still post it. He'll still support it.
Oh, what? You thought you was moving right? No.
This is new to y'all. Like getting that from
For real.
I be waking up at 5 a.m. I haven't even opened my eyes yet, and I just get a fuck you from him. I'm just like, no, I'm like,
Sometimes I just call him like, bro, like honestly, everything you do is worthless. Like, if you're not ending it now, you doing it wrong.
like there's been times barrel to the temple, and he's like,
Yeah.
fucking pull it, bro, and he just won't.
Yo,
He won't let up. He
man-
just never lets up.
This man is a menace.
Back to the project before I get
Yeah,
indicted, because
so
I got some
anyway.
pending charges. But anyway, like I was saying, on the whole tape thing, I feel like what really influenced you to drop that was getting integrated into the scene that we both found out at the same time, which
Yeah.
all started at Pipe Dream. Shout out to Fat Belly now for Talenti. Little does he know that shit changed both our lives.
A lot of
Very
people.
much.
Yeah,
Not
it
the only ones, man. I'm
gave
not
us a
gonna
lot
name
of
names,
confidence. You know, some people, and I'm not saying this to diss, but like some people would do it and they would just like do that and just stay there. But a lot of people would go out to Baltimore for the first time. It was actually after a session with Luke, I went out to Talenti, and you just go from there, and then you just realize that, bruh, like it's not just fucking Skola and Moose.
the energy.
the Baltimore scene. Like I knew
types of
about
shit
it
going
low
on.
key because one of the first artists I heard about before I was there was like YTK.
YTK, Earl from Yonder. And then
Shout out Earl.
Yeah, we met Earl like 2 months prior.
yeah, exactly.
And then
Just
Rico,
'cause at my
obviously.
apartment.
Yeah.
Big shout out to Rico too.
Yeah, shout out Rico.
But
First
like,
breeze.
I feel like that really played a part in the scene. Actually, you told me, you said I need a session, and I said, you know where you need to go. Like he's a great engineer, but it would just be really good for you if you go to Android 23,
Yeah,
and that's where you did the
that's where I.
Shadow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's where. So I started recording because I was just having an issue with that joint. Like me and you had recorded it, and then I think you were away on vacation for like a few weeks.
Vacation Poppy back at it
Yeah,
again.
motherfucker. I don't even remember where you were at. Some exotic.
You'll
ass
stay with the
place,
Nike
bro.
hat in different locations.
Mad PTO. Mad PTO.
That Nike hat done seen some things.
See some miles, bro. You see more miles than mine.
But anyway, back to your
But
story.
yeah, so yeah, I remember we were just having an issue, just kind of recording it, and then I was like really antsy on because I remember it was getting like close to the project time because I remember the last session, actually the day before I dropped the project.
Oh, I remember
me
that,
and
yeah.
fucking Luke finished up the final mix of everything. Like we were just like, all right, we're gonna. He blessed me by giving me pretty much like as much time as I wanted to kind of.
Oh, what?
Yeah, he got that.
Yeah,
treat.
Hey, Luke not gonna bless all y'all,
So
but that's a good man. I'm gonna just say
yeah,
that.
he looked out. So I'm very.
That's a
I'm
good.
very
that's
grateful.
a good soldier.
I'm very grateful for this man for many reasons.
For real, bro.
Appreciate that.
Yeah,
Luke's
but,
another one that changed my life.
Hey, can I just say I feel so bad for not like coming to any one of your guys' shows so
Look, bro.
far. Like,
we got plenty more,
Bro,
I need that.
We
I
got
need
plenty
to do
more.
that.
The only thing you really miss is I got put through a table.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, oh my god, the one that I missed. I was gonna go to that. Too.
I did put you through it, bro. You know how bad. You know how long I've been wanting to like put you through a table, bro. You probably want to put me through a table too, so we gotta set that up soon.
Yeah, maybe.
Yes.
No, yeah.
Yo, shit, no, yeah. Hey, yo,
Hear this, man?
this man about to kill you.
Nah, cause I was performing at Bill Carl's birthday party.
Yeah, we were.
Shout out Bill Carl Boomer, and he was like, "Yo, you want to do the table here?" I was like, "I'm not sure if his birthday
Yeah.
party is the time."
It wasn't enough space in there.
It wasn't enough
space
space for
in
the
there.
I also
shit,
didn't know
Yeah.
how big that pitch is.
I was already
It was
hip to how
little
big
as
it was,
fuck. Yo,
and the
it was-
ground was hard as shit. Like it wouldn't have went
it
well.
was packed like sardines in
Yeah,
there, bro.
I would have had that Greg Oden.
Was that like
I'd have been out the league.
WWE, like stage shit?
Yeah.
Or-
That was at the Auto Bar.
How'd
That was at the
feel?
auto bar.
To like for me to do it,
Yeah.
that was like honestly one of like my top 5 moments as an artist, and it didn't have nothing to do with me being an artist.
Artist,
It
like
was
what?
just
Just getting-
It was
my,
just one of those
my
moments.
top 5 moments in entertainment because it was just so much like that really made me tap into the thought that like you don't just have to do 5 songs and get off the stage. You can add theatrics.
Yeah.
You can be entertaining, and obviously like me and Matt, I think are 2 of the best performers in the state. I mean, in the world. If I haven't, that guy though was crazy at the Mercury Theater.
He was on some other shit, bro. I ain't never seen nothing like that.
That guy, you
But-
should have went, and I was off acid, so that was even crazier.
Yeah, bro.
You
that
know,
was,
I would
that
love
was
to
insane.
go if a motherfucker would catch an invite.
Oh my god,
It was definitely.
we
off
be
the
going
cuff.
back and forth with thanks for the invite though, because he'll be inviting me and I'll be inviting him. Not out of spite, we just
No,
be
it's just
like,
we don't be
uh-huh.
thinking.
we just be on moves.
It's cool.
But like yeah, like that whole like putting them into the table shit just made me realize that this shit is like the WWE in a way. It's not just about like your songs and like all that. It's about like the
It's-
production
you gotta put
value.
on
It's
And
called a
that.
show
bro.
for a reason. I feel like all the
Uh-huh.
best performers, whether they're locally or like people that are like famous. The best shows I've been to are people that have had theatrics or they had like crowd interaction or it was some shit they was doing that I never saw somebody do before.
wasn't just a motherfucker grabbing
Yeah.
the mic.
Yeah,
walking
the
Exactly,
out.
and I really appreciate that. Like, you know, because anybody can stand on the stage. Well, not anybody, but a lot of people could just stand on the stage, rap these songs, and then dip. But it's one thing when you're like doing some shit that I'm going to memorize. Like that's what's gonna make me fuck with you. Like as a fan, like,
For
About,
sure.
Like making it personal too, like making sure everybody feels like
Oh,
they're
yeah.
almost like
Yeah.
a part of it kind of thing.
real shit.
So like, what really peeved me about that show was that I had a whole set planned for like the crowd.
Yeah, we had our song cut. I was
Yeah,
pissed
I had
Damn.
I had to have our
because
song,
I'm get my song cut from the set Poppy. You know me. Hey, you know. But yeah, like that's like a running joke with me. So I was like, damn it, yo, again, and by my main,
Bro, I felt awful.
by my main.
And like,
But it wasn't even your fault. It was the
wasn't our fault,
crackhead
bro.
before
It was
us.
because it was a whole discrepancy. They told me I had 35 minutes, and then they were like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna cut you just midnight."
I don't know how this war veteran got on the bill, but he was going through some shit,
war
bro.
veteran, what,
He
he
was,
old?
he was giving speeches. You'd have thought this was like some sort of like conference at a high school, like Save the Kids. Like you would have thought, bro.
What the
fuck?
He's seen
After every song, it was like a 3-minute like
was an
Wu-Tang interlude. It was insane, bro. I was
Was
like,
his music hard?
no, that was the thing.
It wasn't even
It
good?
wasn't good at all.
wasn't it?
No, it wasn't good. It was like.
He kind of just ate
Yeah, it was some shit Luke would have mixed in like 2015, like just getting his like.
True, though.
Way back in the day.
Speaking of mixes, I just realized I never finished the story on the shadow shit.
Oh yeah, the shadow. Go back to it. SHADEAUX, by the way.
Shadow.
If you stupid. But anyway.
But yeah, so I remember it was Luke. Luke was out of country for a couple weeks.
Catch flights, Poppy.
Little flex.
See,
But
catch flights, not feeling.
so yeah, I was kind of antsy, and I was like, I really wanted to get this. I wanted to get Shadow recorded because it was really the only song that I needed to get fully recorded, and I could finally finish touching up the rest of the project. So yeah, I was like looking for any engineer, and then yeah, Bailey, you hooked me up with Android, and then I went to Android's crib, started recording it, and
Great guy, by the way. Great guy.
fantastic,
Yeah,
gentleman.
yeah. Cool guy.
Fantastic gent. That is the good dummy.
That's a good gent.
And
Good producer too.
oh, fantastic.
Great artist, too.
Fantastic
Great artist, yeah, great rapper.
Just a good
Good,
soul,
good
man.
man.
Shout out to Android, man.
Android number 23, 100%. But yeah, so me and him kind of chatted, got to know each other a little bit, and then I started recording the joint, and like it was missing something. Like I've always felt that song was missing something, like in the space, and I was really.
And that was your only feature on the. Actually, no. I'm sorry.
But with the exception of
The only rap feature.
it was only rap feature.
Yeah.
It was only
Because
rap.
I don't count singing wise. I don't count those as features. You know,
Well, yeah,
because
and
that's just
like,
going into
Nas
the song.
She's background to me.
Yeah,
You know, she
yeah.
added,
You basically wrote her part.
like,
Yeah,
kind of like how I hate taking credit for second interlude.
that was great. Yeah, I always wanted to ghostwrite, and that was fun.
Yeah, that was a cool. I've always kind of wanted to have like a not a rap written for me, but like a song.
On some
song
Green
I could
Day
sing.
shit,
Yeah,
bro.
on some
That-
Green
that-
Day shit.
that
That's
was
what it felt like. It felt
Let
like
it be known, second interlude is gonna be a Bonnaroo one day, or one of them fuck ass festivals where they just go to post their Instagram picture. What were you saying?
But yeah, so yeah, me and it, like I was just having like a real, like I was just stuck at a wall, and me and him were just kind of we just kind of chatted for a little bit, kind of took a break from the creative process, all while on clock because I wasn't even thinking because I was just so frustrated, and like
He was running up. Yo was run up the tab Poppy though in the studio. He really
I
is.
feel like a piece of shit sometimes, bro. I
Nah,
really do.
bro,
It's
they
just like,
getting
I'm like,
paid.
if I don't get it finished, I'm never gonna. Because like, there's times like I'll get into a studio and then I won't be able to get back into the studio for weeks, and then that like one thing I'm afraid I'll forget it. Because if I don't get it done there, then I'm afraid that like next time I come in, like, oh shit, and I just keep on forgetting and keep on forgetting and keep on forgetting.
Yeah.
My motto is I have to finish a song in one session.
Yeah, nah.
Or else
I take
I'll
my
go
time,
crazy.
but I make sure I get a good chunk.
This man can lay a verse, like 2 minutes?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
I'm
do
like
record
1
pretty
to 3
fast.
take Poppy.
Yeah, maybe like
You
5
record pretty
minutes, and
fast.
I'm punching a minute.
And that was an off day for me when we did Sad About It.
That was kind of just a weird day.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was I ain't like how I was sounding.
but yeah, me
At first.
and Android ended up just kind of kicking it, talking. I played him a couple tracks from the project before I dropped it, and he was fucking with it heavy. And then I was just like, "You want to hop on this?" And he was like, "Fuck it, yeah, sure." And
He was a great addition too.
yeah, a fantastic addition, bro. It's like it was the same thing with Nye. Just those two. Just I was having.
Oh yeah, she's super
those-
talented too.
Those two,
Yeah, shout out
and
to
shout out to
Nye.
Luke because Luke's the reason why I even had her on the project at all because he recommended her and it was a fantastic recommendation. But yeah, and then after that, like I remember after that session, Luke finally came back, so I went and recorded the main part of the song at Luke's. Luke mixed it, and then Android, I think he had recently that was when he messed up his foot. And so he was in the hospital, so he couldn't come to the studio. So he just sent me the verse, and then we mixed it.
And then he put you on his show.
Oh yeah, that was also actually funny story. So the session I was actually at when I was recording Shadow for the first time. No, it wouldn't have been the first time because I wouldn't have met Android then. So I remember the session I was recording Shadow.
Yeah.
I actually, while I was in the booth, got the text from Android saying, "Yo, you want to get on Android's room?" And I was like, what a coincidence. But yeah, no, that's a little funny little.
That's very tough, and you killed that performance. You know, a lot of people either know me for they say Bailey from the podcast. You gotta stop fucking saying that, by the way. I hate that shit. But like,
Stop saying I'm J Swan from the podcast.
Yeah.
Please. I just like
We are other, bro. This is
I do a lot of shit, bro.
This is a side. This is a side hustle for us, bro.
my friends some
bro,
respect.
please respect us,
please,
bro.
yo,
I mean,
please.
I know our podcast is like the best podcast in the city. It's the best
like, yo.
podcast. By the way, and hold up, it's the best podcast in the city. Stop fucking playing with me. But anyway, it's
man.
the best podcast in the city.
Yeah.
But we also do other stuff too. By the way, this
They
man
do
mixes.
fantastic things.
This man engineers. He produces.
DJs.
He's about to come out with
A lot of things.
a new project. He just dropped a short film with Fat Belly Now. Shout out my man's
Oh,
Now.
yeah.
Video for you.
Not about me though.
Last time I was at a show, he had a great set. You know, I'm like the best artist in the world. So like, stop playing with us. Basically, is what I'm saying.
Essentially.
But like, what I was saying is, you know, you really shocked the scene with that performance, and a lot of people might know me for the podcast, but they also know that I give great performances. And let it be known that we started off at the Metropolitan Kitchen Lounge in Annapolis in 2016. And I just want to say that I was not the best performer back then. I would just drop the mic and just rap as loud as possible. I would always look up to him. So like, when you see my set and like it's full of energy and like, you know, like I do all that's all because of this guy. I just want to
Appreciate that, brother.
put that out right there.
And I think that's actually that show was when I first met you too.
Yeah. That was the first time I met a lot of people. 'Cause at that point, before that show,
I told you, brother. Never mind.
I was just going through it. That was a period in time I was really going
Bleep
through
this
it.
part out. Back to Register Schedule Program. All y'all dusty. But listen. So Luke. Back to you.
It's good.
When you give these very generous and handsome rates, is it because you're racked up poppy? And do you give those rates to a high profile artist? Or do you check their net worth first and Google it and then give them the rate off that?
I don't know.
That's a wild question, but we getting into it. This is the back end of the interview. Nobody gonna listen.
Cool. What's the first one? The race? Why so low?
Yeah, why are your
I don't know,
rates
like-
so sexy?
I don't know. I just always feel like
Because rappers don't have money.
No, not that. I just feel like I should.
Not lying, no.
Bro, can you take 40? All right, bet I'm hopping the booth. Yo, all this money in my pocket, bro. It's just falling out my pants.
Yep.
Hey, I could pay you the rest Friday though.
Yo, on God.
yo, these
Here's a scenario. No.
these rappers be broke. But what were you saying?
So, I don't know. I just feel like I feel like I should. I don't know. Something in me to like always give more than I ask for. I don't know. Like, not even on some like schematic kind of way, schemey kind of shit. Just like always, just feel like I always should.
Oh yeah, I never felt like you were trying to like play the system in any way.
Nah. So yeah, I even like, I don't really usually charge people for like mixing and mastering after they recorded with me and stuff. Just one of them things, So I don't know. Probably just more about building the relationship with the client.
So them long sessions, when a motherfucker hit you up and say, yo, like I got 5 of my homies coming from New York, I got an ounce of grass, I got my baby mama coming through, this gonna be about a 10 to 11 hour. How do you prepare for that, and what do you do during that session to just keep yourself up? Is there cocaine, Red Bull, or Adderall involved? Or all of the three?
Before you answer that, I'll have to preface with rappers do not tell you that information. They just pull up. And that's just the thing.
Yeah.
They pull up with 5 heads.
Bro, honestly, bro,
They be like,
these rappers are the most unprofessional motherfuckers in the world, bro.
It's terrible, bro.
Bro,
it's fucking terrible.
Me and Matt be trying.
Some are very professional though. It's
Really?
I see like both ends of the spectrum. But
Well,
cool.
sometimes deputy managers just setting it all up, though, don't it?
You need to behave.
And they just come in high as shit. Like, I didn't even know I had a session, to be honest with you, pimpin'. I thought we was going to Steak and Shake. I guess I'll lay a verse. But like, how do you deal with that when you're in a 12-hour session and it's hour 8 and the motherfucker said, like, yo, bro, like, I mean, this auto-tune trash, you need to rewire your whole auto-tune approach. Or like my girl about to come in and lay a verse. She lay a rough It's a dumpster fire.
I don't know. I just gotta do it, man.
And now you got to tell rapper X that his baby mama trash.
No, you can't.
Nah, yeah.
It's not your place
Yeah, nah.
because you're just recording. You get paid regardless.
That's
Yo,
right.
your job is to make it sound good, bro.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't have any like. What's the word I'm looking for?
Discrepancy.
Yeah, exactly. So I just is what I asked for
Really
to do, and
was.
I'm like blessed to do this shit. So I'm just taking whatever, man.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Have you ever done sessions with anybody besides rappers in any other genre? And not R&B because that's pretty much hip hop anyway. You ever did a country song?
Never done
Folk
a
music,
Did you
rock
work with
music?
Peaches and Cream? One of them?
Nah,
Or was
no,
that just
they
that
were-
mirror
they
images?
Came to the studio.
Oh,
I
okay.
I didn't do that one. I don't think they recorded either.
Oh, really?
Sure,
They just came to the
I'm not
studio?
sure.
They just signed their name on the wall, walked in, signed their name, and
Yeah,
left.
plugged up. Yeah. Whatever. Some R&B, some pop. What else? Working with my boy right now, Austin. Shout out to him, Austin Mott. He's doing like a alternative kind of sound. So
So what is your longest session you've ever done at once? And did you take a leave and go get snacks break?
it's probably 12 or 13 hours.
And what kind of snacks did you get?
No snacks. They just ordered pizza.
Oh, word? You got a slice or
That
two?
one a lot. Yeah, just a slice.
When a rapper passes you the blunt, do you hit it?
No,
Ever?
I've never,
You've never hit
have
it?
taken it. I don't think I've ever taken it. No. I just feel like it's a test. They want to see like, you're gonna take this, or are you really about your shit right now, or are you just like in here for like the?
Yeah, you
chilling,
think
like,
so?
You know what I mean? Yeah, that's what I believe. I mean,
About his business. It's always been
yeah,
about his business.
so
Nah, you always only have one setting in terms of personality. Sometimes it creeps me out. Like, sometimes, and don't take this to bed, you give me Christian Bale American Psycho vibes. Sometimes.
That's my favorite.
Yes, yeah. I think you
just
replied, because I put it on my story one time and you were like,
Yeah.
bro, I love this. I love that
Favorite
joint.
movie, bro.
When they was talking about the business cards, he was like, oh, he's got a bull print lifted link. Like,
He said,
font size 15. Oh,
watermark.
yeah, that watermark. Bro, so like inside, like low key, like, okay, so you're in a session with all these rappers and you got like their homies and all that. In your mind, are you like slaughtering everybody?
Hell no.
No, it's
No,
just
listen, man.
it's even keel in there too.
Nah.
No? That's what I'm saying. If you would have said that, I would have refused to believe it. I know inside, like you're stabbing everybody in the studio.
No,
You're
no,
walking in
no,
like, bro, let me adjust the mic real quick. And just like go with they
Sometimes.
go with their rib cage. Go with their mic real quick. Yo, by the way, there was a fucking cop that pulled me over recently, and we came out of the car. He's like, I wang your tags, Mr. Swan, and it was just the funniest shit ever. I just had to put that out there, bro. He had a lisp. Like, you're not about to.
That's crazy.
You're not about to press me
That's crazy.
when you got a lisp.
But nah,
on now.
sometimes it'll get like crazy, like 15 people in the studio, like in the one room. That happened a lot at like 410 and stuff. Shout out
Oh
to
yeah,
Cam,
410 is
Cam.
the posse studio session.
For anyone in Maryland. Doesn't
Yeah,
matter where you're from.
for sure.
Maryland
I be
is
seeing homies I ain't seen since middle school in there. I'm like, oh, you got a verse, bro?
You had something in there too?
That's what's up.
Nah, they cool though. Shout out to them. Shout out to Cam.
Yeah, 100%.
If that's the case, I'll just throw in the headphones and shit and just kind of.
Yep,
It's still playing through the speakers so they hear it, but I'm kind of just.
they be like that.
What's your longest session?
My longest session, not that long. I've gone like 6 to 8 hours.
Nice.
Word.
Yeah,
And two-part, who was like the most poppin' artist, please say me, that you've ever mixed?
the most popular artist I've ever mixed.
Yeah. Was like, was Rakim in the studio at one point?
Never. Rakim never came through.
No, he didn't? Damn, he was bluffing.
Nah, I'm trying to think. Damn, I drank a little too much. Let's come back to it.
You can never drink too much at the Bailey and Friends podcast, sponsored by National Bohemian.
Da-da-da-da-da.
What we saying?
I don't know. Most popular artist? Nah, low key, I never worked with like a 21 Savage, so I'm just like, I feel like I ain't really shit for real. Like,
Nah.
Don't think that because literally just treat it how you will.
nah,
and
it's
shit will
mostly just like people in the scene and shit like that. Like,
That's nothing to be ashamed of, though,
No,
bro.
I'm
like,
not ashamed at all,
Seriously, do
but it's
not,
like,
yeah.
like no offense to Luke, but it's not like him working with 21 Savage got him on the fucking Goodyear blimp. You know what I'm
Nah.
saying? Like, they're
Yeah,
all artists.
right.
Like, it's cool to say, and he'll put it in his
right.
bio.
It's just like,
That'll
it's just
give him
like
credibility,
we out,
but like,
it's like we out and Luke pull out like 20 racks and I pull out like 3. You feel me? Like,
nah, it's
I'm
not like
like,
that, bro.
It's a cool.
I'm like, yeah, I got the next round.
It's a cool little plug, like having the credentials, I guess. But like at the end of the day, I feel like it's better to just take that long route. That's what I'm doing. Just focusing on your clients and just
for sure.
It's really like
For sure.
yeah.
So when you're in a session, jeans or sweatpants?
Depends. Sometimes just
I like dressing comfy.
Don't choose the wrong answer. Don't choose.
Oh, yo, extra baggy jeans.
Yo, what? Yes. Like the Garbos? Yes,
Yeah.
bro. That's what the fuck I'm talking about, bro. Denim on denim.
Yeah.
If he don't
Denim
got denim,
done.
then he dead. Straight
Denim
like
done.
that.
You're welcome.
What? Get him done with the denim.
You're welcome, Lucas. It's okay. It's okay. You don't have to be scared. It's okay. I swear to God, he's not that.
So back to building your brand. Like, how far are you willing to take it? Like, are you gonna cut off everyone? Are you gonna get the Mixed by Luke Herold t-shirts?
You're gonna cut off.
Are you? Who are you gonna stab to get to that next
What's
level?
with you and stabbing, bro? It's like the fourth reference.
Like, I'm just saying though, in terms of that next level, do you feel like you need to get to that?
Yeah, but and I have sacrificed a lot for it, like just to be where I'm at. So I'm just.
And if you got a problem with that, fuck you.
Shit like
What would you
that.
say?
It's just there's always like that next like mountain that you just gotta like fucking figure out. It's like all levels, all tests. So.
Yeah, it was actually my ex. I had a show to do, and she said, if you don't go to the show, you know what I'm saying, I don't fuck with you no more. And then my mom's boyfriend was like, hey, the fucking lead singer of, I forgot, I'll just say the Rolling Stones just to say it. But they were like, she was like, if it's either the band or me. And it was before they were popping. And he was like, I'm going to choose the band. And imagine if he chose the girl. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Be working at Rite Aid.
Exactly. It could have been called Left Aid. That's how much impact the Rolling Stones
Yeah,
has.
bro, the butterfly effect.
Yep.
Nah, bro. I was watching this movie. Did you see the movie? It was the concept about if the Beatles didn't exist.
It's called
That shit
Ye-
was-
yesterday?
That shit was trash. You watched
Bro, that shit was. It was like a great
was
concept. It was kind of like
It
uncut.
was just poorly executed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. You saw it.
I saw bits and pieces.
It was like Coca-Cola didn't exist and shit.
Yeah.
I was like, come on, bro.
What the fuck?
You need so.
It's
Oh,
basically just making up a whole another reality. Just be like, yeah, this shit that you think.
Also universe.
so like aside from like artists that you're mixing and all that, what's in your daily playlist? The rotation. What was your favorite albums of last year? What were you listening to growing up? Was it yourself? Journals Part 1. Was that what you were listening to? Or like,
Sneak this.
what's the what's the rotation looking like
So
nowadays
I
though?
basically grew up. Going back to the first question, what I grew up on Eminem Show, Marshall Mathers.
Of
LP.
course, yes.
grew up on Get
Yo,
Rich or Die
a lot of
Trying,
white
Bulletproof.
rappers are scared to admit like they're influenced by Eminem. By the way, that's a side
That's
note.
crazy because it's like we know.
Yeah, yeah, like if you say you're not influenced by Eminem, bro,
It's
like
all right,
just shut
like,
up.
Stop lying to me. Like,
I think I
bro,
said
you're
it one time,
clearly-
fucking
yeah.
like, yo, that sounds like some old M shit. He's like, yo, I hate you.
Yeah, nah, like I turned to evil eye. I was like, "Are you sure? Are you sure it doesn't sound like Earl Sweatshirt?" But anyway,
It doesn't sound like a sweatshirt.
I'm just the Earl. I'm just the Earl clone, bro.
Fuck you.
But anyway, so the Eminem Show, Marshall Mathers LP. Marshall Mathers LP is my favorite album, by the way.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Now though, it's cringy to listen to.
it is, man. I'm like, hoally shit, I was listening to this at like 6 years
bro,
old on my
what?
fucking boombox. Like, damn.
Bro, like Criminal sounds insane in 2020. I'm like, oh my
What's
god.
crazy though is that helped develop like my sound in a way, like that Dr. Dre mixing and shit. Just
Yo, yeah, yeah.
has like been timeless. So like that's when you know he like did a
So-
phenomenal job.
So what's in the playlist nowadays? What are you bumping?
Shit, let me get out the.
Might as well bust out the
Yeah.
old. I'm gonna say it right now since he's busting it out. Baby Keem, Lucky, and Earl. That's all I've been listening to. And C-Dot and Sekiin'd Gerard and my own tape.
I really like this.
Baby Keem, that album.
What?
The Baby Keem album.
Oh yeah, Die for My
That
Bitch.
shit, yeah.
Yeah, that's that shit.
I really like this latest Roddy Rich.
Yeah,
Okay.
Roddy
I heard
Rich.
good things. I haven't heard it, but I heard good
Yeah,
things.
Doc
Bro.
Martin. Shout out
Doc
Earl.
Martin.
I
I
love-
can't
that's
stop
like one of my
bumping
favorite mixes
Bro,
I
I
did for
can't.
him. Yeah.
I can't stop
Earl?
bumping that song.
Yeah.
Yo, Earl really? Yeah, bro. Shout out to
Martin
Earl and
was
Ghosty,
shit,
man.
bro.
That was a good song.
That was a great song.
That was like
Fantastic
because
mix, by the way. You mix that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you,
I
man.
figured
Okay.
so.
yeah, actually he was at the set like I was leaving a session. I think I recorded Window Watcher, produced by Fonlon. Shout out to Fonlon. And then I saw Earl in the driveway, and I was like, "What's up?" He was like, "Oh, I'm about to record this joint." And then he sent me the video later, and it was that wild ass beat with like the boom, 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 like it sounded like balls bouncing. And I was like, "Bro, this gonna be a hit, bro." I could already tell.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it was Doc Martin. He was recording Doc Martin after I recorded my
the
shit.
session I recorded Loud at for the first time. Luke,
Came in after.
he came in. He did the. Remember when he dropped those two Yonder freestyle and Deacons freestyle? I think the session after that, he came
he's
in
quick
after I
as
did
shit
Loud.
too, bro, like,
Yeah, he's
super quick.
He told me we got to get in it soon. I'm trash at collaborating though, bro. I need
Shit,
to.
you and me both.
What? You still ain't send me beats, King. But anyway.
I like this. So much fun.
Yo, bro, you a pussy. You a pussy,
Shout out to
hey.
Pyrex. Shout out to Pyrex.
Oh, isn't that your man's?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, have some in the mirror image days.
Yo, you
I'm
call
really
me
flexing.
plugged in, Poppy?
Yo,
he's plugged in,
the
Pop.
fuck in.
Bro,
Damn.
he's plugged in, Poppy. Bro, fuck you mean?
The
Nah,
two
we
accents.
still kind of cool. We text and shit sometimes, but
Oh wow. They friends. Like they actually.
They,
friends, like,
they be playing.
Not
They be
like
playing
that.
online Scrabble in the app and shit.
You be playing pool and shit.
Like, bro, charismatically is not a word, bro. Stop playing. But what was you saying?
Now I'll send him like a screenshot or some shit if someone's like, "Yo, how do you get like the Pyrex hi hats?" Just like fucking with him and he's like laughing. Shit. But so yeah, I would be like in the recording session at mirror image with the glass and shit on the right, and you could see through it. He would just be fucking making beats the whole time. Like that shit is no coincidence. Like where he's at right now. Like
Oh, he was at Mirror Images too?
yeah, always. You like stayed there for like a good year, just like fucking making shit.
Oh, well, yeah, he just dropped that Band Hunter Izzy tape.
Yeah,
That joint, that 30 clip, you know that song 30 clip?
Yeah,
I
that.
think so.
I was on the kitchen every other day. That shit was, oh my
That
god.
joint hit.
Big facts. So what do you got planned for the future? I know you just moved into a new space.
Yeah.
And I still have yet to see it, but when I record my next album, I'm gonna be working with y'all two interchangeably.
Yeah.
How are you adjusting to that? Are you just moving your? Well, it's old technically, but you just got new equipment. Are you just moving that to the old, or are you upgrading again?
I'm upgrading. I'm about to buy another set of speakers.
Upgrade, Poppy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Just ordered like a big bulk. Like last month, ordered it from a company called GIK Acoustics, and they have like this like wall and shit. That's like
Never ordered from them, but I've only heard like stellar reviews
shit is
about them.
phenomenal, bro.
I peeped them
Word.
out. I just never caught.
It's
but
like this thing that's like one side. It's like a closed-in booth, and I bought two of them to kind of make like half a box. And you can step in. It sounds so good.
I can't wait to make mad about it.
Yeah.
We about to be in there, King.
Sir.
That's really what it's called.
Nah, fuck no. I don't know, bro.
Nobody
Like
need the whole emotion.
I've been thinking about it. What I'm about to do is just like what I did with the last one. I'm gonna just start working on the album in the next week. Just like pull a concept out my ass and then just redo it.
That's honest. Yeah. That's
and
honest way to go.
then while we're dropping these episodes, I'm just gonna start working on the next album. I don't
Let
know
me
how.
ask you something. When you're working on the album, are you just listening to beats and then just, or you have something predetermined in your head? Like
It's
that you wanna
on-
Go for, or you just.
It's honestly some Einstein shit, bro. Like what happens is I'll just keep making these miscellaneous songs that I never record, and then one day some shit will just hit a certain way, and then I just build the whole tape around that one song. It happened with Handle for I Tried. That song Handle. I don't know if you've ever heard that.
First one? Part.
Drunk ass.
Yeah, that joint.
Yeah.
Ty mixed that joint. He did a phenomenal job on that, by the way. And
TY.
it was sad about it. I found this producer on YouTube. It was Big Dipper 77, and then just it was the song I did with you. That was the first song. It was right after the JPEG Mafia show at Boiler Room. I got in off Nikki Ladd. Shout out to her, cool little DJ. But yeah, and after that, I went home and I was just searching for beats because I've been trying to make an album for a minute. It was called Rabbit Hole, but then my man's was like, bro, like, you know, 8 Mile, like his name was B Rabbit, and like you're also white, and like I feel like you'd get clowned. And I was like, bruh, and I was so depressed. And I'm like, I'm not about to be the podcast guy, bro. I gotta get an album. So I just wrote that whole album after sad about it in like a month. I was on a roll.
That's crazy.
Like I just went all through Big Dipper shit. I went Fonlon sent me 3 beats. I did 2.
Who did wow, I can't believe I don't know this. Who did Remember?
Rico.
Shout out him. Hell
Yeah, Rico.
That's my favorite song. Like just
Yeah, that's like a song ass
that
song on
melody,
there.
like, I
That's like
just
the
love
only
that
hook
shit.
on there, except for
Yeah.
second interlude, I think, and a whole lot to say.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro. Like I was just in a mode. Like I would all those songs besides Remember and Handle Part 3. I wrote driving, which is kind of dangerous.
Damn.
But like that's why I wrote them so fast. I wrote every verse on there in 5 minutes. Like it was on some stream of consciousness shit at like 4:30 a.m. I would be driving to work.
That's crazy. So you're up early then.
Oh yeah, I work 4 to 1.
Okay. That's what's up.
And just yeah, but for this next joint, I don't know, bro. I'm trying to be in a different bag. But I appreciate you for mixing the first project. That shit was crazy. Have you ever worked besides me and Matt and Light Show? What are some other projects that you've just done front to back, the intro to the outro?
Oh, my boy Josh G. Shout out to him. That's a let me get that out right now. Euphoria.
Oh, word.
Yeah, I did every single one on here, and I had just got my new equipment, and that shit just came out like so clean. And yeah, so
Nah, bro. Everybody can attest to your mixes,
thank you,
man.
man. I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
man. I get complimented all the time, and I'm like, I didn't mix it. It was you. So
Thanks, man. That
Sometimes
means a
I'll be like, I mixed it, you know. It's like, no, I'm kidding.
I,
But yeah, man. So anything that you mixed, because we're about to wrap it up.
Okay.
Anything you mixed that you got coming up
lot.
that you know of?
A lot of stuff. I don't even know.
Run it
like-
down.
Yeah,
That new
shit.
Jay-Z album, you can catch a Luke Herold mix on there. That new Kendrick, that new Jay Electronica album. He's what's been holding
nah.
it up. He's been
There
holding
is
it up.
no new J Electronic album.
There's none.
What?
Detox got a few mixes
Yeah.
on
Fuck
there. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
right. Type shit. The Carter 6.
But yeah, it seems like you just been working and keeping your head down, man.
Yeah,
and,
just-
and we can respect that. You stay out the way.
Mm-hmm.
You and Jay Swan, one of like the most unproblematic people and engineers in the game. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Fuck the bullshit.
I worked really
I got
hard.
beef with Jay Swan, but
I work
that's
really hard to get hit. Yo, yeah, you gotta be for everybody.
yeah. We can step outside. But anyway, like I was saying, anything you got coming up, King? I know you got some shows, but this not dropping until April.
Yeah, I'm trying to be deep into. I'm trying to be knuckle into like some music by April.
You need
I
to
told
be.
myself
I'll hold you to that.
Well, I actually have a song in the tuck right now.
Yes, sir.
I'm about to shoot a video for it.
We stand.
Yeah. Nah, I definitely told myself this year I'm gonna be way more consistent with dropping. So
Please do. You been getting some
April.
shows too.
yeah. I got I'm gonna have some shit announced by then. I don't like talking shit up until it happens. So
Because that's the best way to have shit sabotaged.
yeah,
I already
right.
know
Yeah,
how that goes.
It is. But nah, February. I'm gonna just say February looking good.
Yeah.
February's looking real good.
I'm not gonna lie. These past 2 weeks, let it be known, it is January, early to mid January. I've been extremely sad, but you know what I'm saying. I'm breaking out of that. We're gonna get the new album very soon. This is episode 6. Yeah, this is episode 6. I'm too drunk, man, but you know the theme. You know what I'm saying. We off that Amsterdam and Natty Bow for the foreseeable future. Matt, you got anything come? I'm Sekiin'd Gerard. My bad. The government shall not be stated.
Jesus.
Bleep that out. What was you saying?
I wasn't saying a damn thing.
Do you have anything coming out?
Yeah.
I think you do.
Yeah. No, I'm working on my next project. I'm not looking. You find me now.
Ooh.
Okay.
That's what I'm working on right now. Like I've been kind of tweaking and writing and shit. It's not. It's in the beginning process. Like I got a base. I just need to fucking.
You low key little
gotta-
thought. I see you.
I gotta adjust to it. But yeah, just dropped the video for Loud.
Don't talk dirty to me.
Yeah.
Fire. Videos.
That bitch hard. You
But
know what I'm saying?
yeah, shot by Sonia Sorco Media.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna need a video soon.
Oh yeah, hit her up. Yeah, I really don't got much shit going on. It's really just been me. Same thing, same depressed bag. You know, same getting to that bag. You know, brother. You know,
That depression.
Trying
We
to get-
sad
I'm trying to get
about
out of
it.
that bag.
No,
I'm hopping
Ken,
out
we
that
gonna break
bag
through.
super quick, brother. But you know, it's a little deep.
We
you know?
sad about it, big brother.
Yep.
We all sad about
But
it.
hey,
That's what I'm talking about, bro. That's the energy I need. That's the energy I need. Luke Herold, are you always gonna wear that hat?
Yes, sir.
That's what I'm talking about, bro. This is episode 6 of the Bailey and Friends podcast, sponsored by National Bohemian. Thank
love
y'all all for
consistency.
rocking on me. You can find us on YouTube and any available streaming platforms that you can find on planet Earth. We outie 9000.